There's nothing that people love more than passes. You see them all the time on Instagram. You see them all the time to all these fancy filters, Kelvin 1977. You see them on YouTube done every other video, the trendy illusionist music. But the thing is that the pass is one of those moves that looks fantastic on camera. It looks phenomenal in person. So it's going to make sense for somebody to want to do it on camera and show off how amazing their pass is. But in terms of actually sitting down and breaking down the mechanics of the pass, which is what leads me to the point of this video, Xavier Spade's work on the classic and cover pass. And if you don't know Xavier Spade, he's this guy over here. Look at that love machine with that fantastic beard that I would no doubt like to be inside of. Well, he's recently come out with amazing work on the classic pass and the cover pass. And the point of this video is to hopefully give you a little bit of insight, a little bit of a hot review of that project, because I think, you know, spoiler alert, it's well worth your time to check out. So the pass, for those of you that are autistic, is a way of cutting the deck secretly in a fast motion. Now, when I do the pass, it's typically done under the pretext of distracting a spectator, because when I do it, if you notice, there's a little bit of a jitter there. So usually I cover it up with my clever wit and patter here. So I'll have the spectator touch a card. Let's say it's a 2 of hearts. I score it up in the deck and I say, sir, are you autistic? And, you know, in that sort of clever wit and patter point, I cover the pass and now the card's on top. But if you notice, it's not, there's still a little moment there. There's still a little bit of a jitter there. And also I have this habit of riffling up the back of the deck to cover the pass as if I have some sort of nervous gay twitch that I just can't control because it's coming out and men are so hot, but I'm not gay. I'm not gay. So what this past project strives to do is to try to change the perception of the past, to try to make it something that is pretty much imperceptible. Now, he goes over and he says many times in the video that there's no such thing as an truly invisible past. And, you know, there is a lot of merit to that statement. And one of the things that he tries to do is to try to teach you a way of making the pass as invisible as possible. So he teaches a cover pass that is fucking amazing in every single sense of the word. He also goes into his work on the actual pass itself, ways to avoid this weird action that everyone seems to have, the pass, me included. And, you know, very little times in Magic where something comes along that makes you kind of reshape the way you approach something. Now, a pass is something that a magician spends a lot of time practicing. They try to practice, you know, the finger placement. They try to practice the positioning. They spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to make the pass work for their own hands. So what is very rare in Magic is when something comes along that makes you say, you know what, fuck that, and reshape and try to relearn the things that you've already spent a lot of time learning. And this product is one of those things. This product is one of the things that makes you want to reshape and relearn and attempt to try to emulate almost exactly what he's doing, to try to get a pass that looks as good as that. Now he goes over a classic pass, as I mentioned earlier, and he goes over a cover pass. Now the cover pass is a phenomenal pass because it allows you to do a pass without the top card changing. That's why, because the top card is covering so that's what it allows you to do, because that avoids that little flicker that you can't avoid even if you do a pass faster than my attempts to quell my affection for the other similar sex. So in terms of the actual pass that he covers in the video, he goes over these two passes in great detail and gives little tips and little ideas and little ways to cover the break and little ways to kind of hide the side edge, because one of the problems in passes is that you really have a hard time covering this side edge, and he goes into a lot of tips on that when going into the pass. And for that, I think it's definitely well worth the $15 that I think he's selling. And it's also coming with a bonus Pandrea's Brick Pass. And, you know, putting all the videos of Alex Pandrea in some sort of tropical island aside, that pass is another one that is also just fucking crazy by anyone's standards. So I definitely recommend for you to pick this up. I would give it 4 JBL speakers out of 4 JBL speakers. So that's definitely something that you should pick up. It's well worth the money. I initially thought he was going to sell this for more because it's definitely worth more than what he's selling it for. So when I saw the $15 price tag, I'm like, God damn it, this guy is doing a disservice here. But in terms of what you're getting, it's a phenomenal investment, and it's well worth your money for the ideas and advice that it gives you. So definitely pick it up. Go over there and give him one of these. Give him a lemon merengue, café con leche, rice and beans hand job, and go and check that out. Well, you should do all the things that people do. I also have a project that I'm shilling out. Check that out. Any card, any number. That's hot stuff. Rave reviews so far. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to put an umbrella inside of my butt.
Again, when I see